Deputy Chief of Staff, and my senior, Honorable Eliud Owalo, Chairperson of the Institute of Human Resource Management, members of the IHRM Council, our newly conferred fellows, bravo! Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Salam alaikum. Mirembe bosi. Chamugei. Biore. Another one? Ore? Orimbuire. Oimore. Hey! This evening we gather not only to confer titles, but to commission a new chapter of influence, responsibility, and national service. On behalf of the State Department of Public Service and Human Capital Development, I extend heartfelt congratulations to the 14 distinguished professionals being formally conferred as fellows of the Institute of Human Resource Management. Your elevation is both symbolic and strategic. It signals a country that is ready to place HR where it belongs, and this is at the center of transformation, performance, and progress. Of course, this year's theme, which speaks with a lot of clarity and thoughtfulness, Fellows in Focus, Advancing Performance and Strategic HR Leadership in Kenya, could not be more timely. This is because we all can attest to this, that we are living in an era where institutions are under pressure to perform better, respond faster, and lead differently. This week, we just ended an all-colorful 3-day event at KICC, the theme of which I would wish to share with those of us here but are not able to attend that conference, which is a precursor to the bigger conference to be held in Addis Ababa later this month. We are looking for a public service that is agile, resilient, innovative, and above all, one that can mitigate the historical gaps. So your theme is a rejoinder to that clarion call. When we confer a fellowship, we do more than celebrate a distinguished career. I hope you have a champagne to pop. The CEO had me. If it was not part of the menu, we still have time. The night is young. We entrust the future, a future where fellows must become torchbearers for value-based leadership, policy innovation, and institutional resilience. And tonight, I say to each of you, Kenya truly needs you. Not just as HR experts, but as nation builders. As a ministry, we are deeply aware that human capital is the engine through which national goals are achieved. And this runs all through from the Better, Vision 2030, the MDG goals, and even our own personal visions, philosophies, and goals in life. Therefore, Therefore, the unifying factor is when we together identify those and collaboratively work together, co-create solutions to empower and deliver. Allow me to highlight just a few of our current priorities. Performance contracting reforms. And of course, we have him in the room, so you cannot doubt that the government is doing everything that it can take to get ourselves to that pathway, and this is linked to the evidence-based performance metrics that actually our chief guest has put into place, and we are proud of that, Mr. Owalo. We have the Unified Human Resource System, christened the UHR. In this system, we have fully integrated digital HR platform by streamlining it through various operations, and I wish to say this with a lot of pride, that we now have an integrated payroll. Of course, we have onboarded so many of the ministries. We had issues with TSC and defense, but luckily they are coming on board so that we try to fight this big menace of ghost workers. This module the system has about, is it 7 modules? 9 modules. We've already done the one for the payroll. We have managed to do the one on staff establishment, and I can speak on staff establishment with a lot of emphasis because I know I'm speaking to the owners of it. It's an HR instrument, isn't it? Now, we are working on integrating the pension system so that when we retire, let me not even say when our people, all of us, if we are still in active service, we are candidates for retirement. We all understand what our retirement house has become. Somebody calls it a crime scene. Imagine somebody who worked as a clerk in Kapenguria when it was a municipal council, came to a county council, became a county government, has never been to Nairobi. Retires, comes into Nairobi to look for their pension. Has no relative in Nairobi, comes to Nairobi for the first time, spends 2 weeks in that pension place, goes back home and dies still looking for pension. What does pension mean? You know, I'm saying this because you are the owners of this process and we have to manage it together. You know, when you look at the simplest definition of pension, it just means somebody who has completed his or her tour of working and retires with a large sum of money. Does that pension definition describe a Kenyan? No. We look forward to a moment when our pensioners, in their last salary, the only thing they will have to buy is a smartphone for those without smartphones. So that the same way we get alerts when our salary docks the account, it should be the same way it happens to this our very heroes who have enabled civil service to grow to date. And that is one of the signature projects that my state department is running with. Being HR experts, I wish to let you know, it's a homegrown solution. We had no experts. We had no consultancy firm. The only thing we did, it became a multi-agency within the government ministries. You can't even clap for that one. We also have a public service internship program where we have more than 20,000 young Kenyans attached into various areas to practice their skills. But at the moment, we have come up also with a multi-agency committee. And that committee is looking at modalities on how we can partner with the private companies to have our youth attached into those companies for internship. So far, it's limited only to the government entities, but we want to spread it out. And that is why we have this big team. Why am I bringing this one to you all? Please come up with ideas and strategies on how we can do it. We have brought together quite a very large team, but I know there are other smart big brains in this room that can be able to help us to fast track. For instance, if we are asking companies to partner with us, there should be something that we are also giving them from Kere. Is there some tax that we can get rid of so that we enable you also to accommodate our children? I speak about this and want to overemphasize because I just came from academia. You know these Gen Zs? These have been my clients for the longest. And when we talk about initiatives like this one that I'm presenting to you this evening, it's one of those very major ones that will help us also work on the issue of unemployment. We look unto you, our fellows, for advice. Inform us on public policy, give us insights and front lines on HR practices. Our new fellows and celebrants to this evening, we look at you within the State Department of Public Service and Human Capital Development as mentors. Help us uplift the next generation of HR professionals. Shape them, we just saw one here, shape them not only in skill, but in values. Help them build a legacy, just as much as you have achieved. We look up to you to help us when it comes to innovation. I invite you to lead us from the front. Challenge our systems, which are rigid, outdated, and sometimes just too unjust. But we remain silent. Teach us on how to speak on reforms in a constructive manner. I would like to appreciate the leadership of Ihrm. It is a leadership that is on the run. I have attended, I think this is the second or the third of your events. And by the way, I haven't been in office for long. It's not even 2 months. I was sworn in on the 17th of April, and then came the Easter holiday. I think my day one in the office was on 21st of April. But within this short span of time, I have been part of you. Hata munanijua. Hata munanilove, sindio? Na mimi nawalove more. Why? Because you are busy, isn't it? You are busy doing things, growing the institute, yeah? Giving it the push that it deserves. And you're on the run. Please, hata hii ya fellow musinisahau. Well done, Madam Kuresha, and your team, the council, and everybody else who has put their heart in it. I just wish to summarize. You can see me pushing some papers, because it's late in the night. To our fellows, once more, you must shape the conscience of HR so that it does not sound like a broken record. In Mombasa, I said HR is human capital. When you look at it in terms of human capital, this is an establishment. When you get this talent, it's just not that one talent. Grow it, retain it, okay? Vitina nyingi, haina mambo. So our fellows, I ask you to keep guard and ensure that the profession does not slip off the rail guard. On behalf of my State Department of Public Service and Human Capital Development, I bring you the hand of collaboration. I come and stand before you to request for an open door MOU with the institutes. Because we are the main HR function for government. We are the customer care desk. So please, Madam Kuresha, other than being an institution under this State Department, we extend our hand to work together with you, collaboration, to ensure that the public service in Kenya is nywe. God bless you all, and I hope this is not the last time you are inviting me. I extend an open invite to all of you. I sit on Harambee House, 11th floor. Mine is an open door policy, karibuni. And they'll tell you, when I'm in the office, I'll see everybody who has come to see me, even if I leave the office at 10. Because you cannot leave your home or your office to come into my office to waste time. You have come there because you mean well for this country. So I should listen to you, and you also listen to me. We should talk to each other. I love you all, and good night.